Don Lucas from up there. Now that he's off the phone, I can say, first of all, if you aren't marinated in politics somehow, you aren't going to get selected to run in that race. And the other truth, and I didn't want to burst his bubble or anything, nobody down here is voting for somebody from Messina, because they might as well be from Mars. And that's just the way it is. I mean, call it provincial, call it parochial, call it whatever you want. No different than this Oswego-Jefferson split on the Senate race. Nobody from Watertown is going to vote for a candidate from Messina. So they got to get that in their head right now. Now, maybe the converse is true and they won't vote for anybody down here, but that's just the way we are up here. And get used to it, okay? Hey, listen, we're going to take some more calls, but first we got to do a commercial break, make some money for our good friend and owner, Jim Levin. Be back in just a moment. All right, we're back on the hotline here on AM 1240. Good afternoon to you, one and all. 26 minutes before 1 o'clock. And good afternoon, you're on the air.
I'll vote for somebody from Messina. You're not speaking for me.
I'm not?
No.
Okay. All right.
You never.
Well, come on now. You know, it's terrible. Some people just don't have any sense of humor. Sometimes you have to be hyperbolic in order to make a point. But my point is true that, there really is a kind of an us against them thing in a lot of these type of races. So I thought there was a story in the paper this morning that was fascinating about an attempt to overthrow the chairman of the St. Lawrence County Legislature, a guy named J. Patrick Turbot. And the Democrats control the legislature up there. It's a partisan system there. And anyway, they want to overthrow him. And apparently the whole thing is, now there's got to be more to it than this, but they say it has something to do with a poster. There was a poster for a gay and lesbian film festival on the bulletin board in the Department of Social Services up in Canton. And the county administrator wanted to take the poster down after 6 employees complained about the language, including the title of one film called Itty Bitty Titty Committee. This is according to the Watertown Times. And the chairman, Mr. Turbot, who was contacted by a member of the film festival, thought the poster should have been left alone. Apparently he's a little more liberal than Ms. St. Hilaire. And he consulted the county attorney and went on, and then they ended up putting up a redacted version of the poster with the offensive word blacked out. Now, talk about craziness. You would think the administration of St. Lawrence County would have a little bit more on their plate than dealing with this. But in any event, this went on, and now some members of the legislature say Chairman Turbot is micromanaging, and they want to sack him. They're having a meeting this Saturday, and they're going to take him out. And word is they're going to install another county legislator, Gary Paquin from Messina, as the new chair. Now, put that name in your filing cabinet, because he's also one of the names being talked about for the assembly seat. My guess is that someone's made the determination since 7 or 8 years ago, Darrell Albertine obtained the title of chairman of the Jefferson County Legislature, and that was a big selling point in getting the state Democratic Party to support him for an assembly run. So could it be that Mr. Paquin wants to be known as chairman of the legislature and not freshman Messina legislator? And that might help him in his bid to get that 118th assembly nomination. So file that name away. I think you're going to hear more about that gentleman in the weeks to come. Whether or not there's a special election or not, I don't know. And, of course, down at this end of the district, Sheriff John Burns is running, and we all support the sheriff, don't we? Yeah, why not? He's one of us. Oh, somebody said that before, didn't they? 755-1240 is the phone number if you'd like to be on the air, talk about whatever you want. Why do people want to be an assemblyman or a senator? Nice work if you can get it, reports Liz Benjamin from the New York Daily News on her blog. Says an analysis of work done in February by the state legislature shows in the assembly they spent 15 hours and 3 minutes in session. Over in the Senate, only 4 hours and 16 minutes. So I know there's other things you do when you're in those offices, but as far as the time you have to be there to punch the clock, it really isn't all that much.